How are we doing, people? Premier League predictions, week 8 this time out. Last week, myself and Kenny had a draw. That puts the total to 26-19 to the guests. So, yeah, not ideal, but we go again. Anyway, this week my guest is my boy Kieran. He's a ledge, he's a big gooner.
Hey guys, Kieran here. Obviously, thanks to Will for having me on the show, the Premier League predictions. We're on game week 8 now.
But yeah, let's get into it anyway. Friday night starts with Brighton against Burnley, two sides that are really struggling. Burnley obviously sit rock bottom and Brighton not much better in 16th position. Both managers in a bit of trouble, I think. Obviously Brighton battled hard to just fall to that one goal against Spurs. But Burnley are really struggling with that 3-0 defeat against Chelsea. I just don't see where they're going to fix anything. Don't predict a lot of goals in this game. I think Brighton are going to sneak it, but not by a lot. So I'm going to say Brighton 1, Burnley 0.
So the first game we've got this week is Brighton-Burnley. Brighton have been, they've been pretty hit and miss. I mean, Lamptey, I've got one of my personal favourite players. I'm a bit biased, but Lamptey's had a really good season. They just lost out to Spurs. Spurs have been another very inconsistent team. Burnley are a weird one because they're not very creative, but at the same time, they seem to go and grab, smash and grab a couple goals here and there, like Barnes, Chris Wood, another one of my favourites in my fantasy. I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton for that.
Southampton versus Newcastle, 8 o'clock on Friday night. This might be a bold prediction given what happened last week, but I don't think there'll be many goals in this either. I know Southampton were in a 7-goal thriller with Villa, and Newcastle had 3 of their own in the game. But yeah, I think it's going to be quite one. Danny Ings is out with a shoulder injury. Che Adams will be the starting number 9, so the main man up front, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes as that focal point. But I think the point's going to get shared here. I'm going to say 1-1.
Southampton, Newcastle. Now, Newcastle and Callum Wilson's in really good form. They've just gone to beat Everton. I think they could. And Ings is injured for Southampton, which is obviously a big blow. I'm going to be rolling to say 2-0 away win for Newcastle against Southampton.
Today, Everton, Man United, a big one. United, obviously, if you watched my last video, we talked about how struggling they are, and they're so inconsistent. Beating Leipzig 5-0 and then losing to Istanbul, Başakşehir in the way they did on Wednesday was just embarrassing. They were awful. Leeds odds-on favourite now to be the first manager out the door in the Premier League, and so they've got so much quality up front in Martial, Rashford, Fernandes, Greenwood. They just keep coming at you. But yeah, Everton obviously starting to fall away from the unreal start they had, which is fair enough. It would be hard to keep that going all year. But yeah, I actually have United to have one of their bounce-back games and keep Ole at the wheel just for a little bit longer. I think they're going to win it 1-0.
Today, Everton, Man U. Ooh, that could go either way. It depends which Man you turn up. Obviously, they've just gone and lost to Istanbul, which is pretty embarrassing. That one. Demba Ba. I genuinely before the game, I thought he'd retired. I genuinely, the last I'd heard of him, he was at Besiktas, and I just thought he'd retired after that. But yeah, he's gone and done United. And Everton have just lost to Newcastle. The way they started the season, James Rodriguez, Calvert-Lewin in great form. People were even tipping them to go on and win the league. I wasn't fully convinced. I'm going to go 2-2. I think 3-3 is a bit much. But hey, you can't really count anything out in this season.
Palace Leeds. Now this is an interesting one. Leeds, frauds. They're a myth. I think that's unfair. I'm just joking. But Patrick Bamford is rubbish. I told you, I warned you last week. He missed 2 unbelievable sitters, and it cost them the game. They lost 4-1 because he didn't put them away at the start and put them 2 goals ahead. But hey, they're a good side. They're playing well. Palace are also doing well. I think Roy Hodgson's one of the best managers of the season so far for me. He's been outrageous with the team he's got and the style they're playing. Again, classic Crystal Palace, the first goal is crucial. If they get that, then they'll have a good chance of winning the game. This is going to go 2-1. I don't know which way. I think whoever gets the first goal wins the game 2-1. I And I'm going to give Roy Hodgson the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say he's going to beat Bielsa's Leeds. And it's going to be Palace 2, Leeds 1.
Next game, you've got Crystal Palace Leeds. That's the 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Leeds, Bielsa's just got them playing brilliant football. I'm a big fan of Bielsa. I think got some good players. Bamford, don't know where this form's kind of come out of. He bagged a hat-trick against Villa. It really harmed my fantasy, actually. That really, really irritated me. But because of that, and Palace just, I just don't know about them. I mean, Zaha, Eze, they've got some flair, they've got some creativity there, but I just feel that the output isn't consistent enough. I just feel like this season they're struggling to score goals, letting them in as well. I mean, I can't see Palace going and winning that, but I'd say a 2-1 Leeds win.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Chelsea against Sheffield United. Sheffield United, a team who've got no real form at all, sitting in the bottom 3 with just 1 point from 7 games. And Chelsea, who are a team full of confidence, winning in the Champions League, winning last weekend in the Premier League. Defensively, look strong with Silva and Zuma and Mendy in goal. Going forward, Werner's scoring. Obviously, Pulisic being injured last week was a bit of a shame. And obviously, Havertz having COVID, but I don't see that being an issue. For me, easy 3 points for Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0.
Chelsea, Sheffield United. This one's going to be... I don't know. Chelsea are in really, really good form. Like Zuma and Thiago Silva, I've seen it's like 10 goals scored for Chelsea, 0 conceded when they've played as a partnership. So I think, Chelsea are in good form. They should come away with a win. I'm going to say 3-0 to Chelsea.
Saturday, 8 o'clock, West Ham, Fulham. Fulham obviously got the win they really, really needed against West Brom. I think it was a crunch game. I think whoever lost that was in real, real trouble. But they got the 3 points, got the job done. West Ham were unfortunate actually not to get anything against Liverpool. Played well. They've got a really good run of fixtures coming up. And I fancy them to cause some real damage this week. Bowen, Fornal. I really like Rice and Souček in the middle. I think their quality just dictate all the play. And for me, it's going to be an absolute battering. I'm going to go West Ham 4, Fulham 1. No, scrap that. West Ham 4, Fulham 0.
3-2 to West Ham.
West Brom Spurs to kick us off. Spurs flying high. Battled hard for a 3-1 win away at Ludogorets this week in the Europa League. And West Brom obviously just complete lack of confidence. Losing against Fulham in a game they really had to win. I know it's early on in the season, but they had to win or get something at least from that game, and they didn't. Big old drubbing this week as well, I think. I'm going to go West Brom 0, Spurs 3.
Got West Brom Spurs. Now Spurs again. Like I'm going to keep saying this. It's just so hit and miss. Like 1 week they give you a 10 out of 10 performance. Kane and Son firing. I mean, last game week scraped a win. Bale coming on, Son kind of misfiring, but because of that, I'm expecting Son to kind of come back this week and probably get himself a goal, maybe get himself a cheeky assist as well. Go for 3-1 away win for Spurs.
We've got Leicester against Wolves. They won in the week against Braga. Controlled the game all game and won 5-0. And then you've got Wolves who are coming off the back of that 2-0 win against Palace. The new left back came in, got his goal. They look solid. Cody and Kilman. Jimenez always a threat up front, and you've got Podence, Neto. You've got the whole Portuguese team basically there as well. So yeah, look, be a good game, be a real good game. I think Leicester are probably the better side, and I think Vardy will get a winner, and I think it's going to be Leicester 2, Wolves 1.
See, I'm a big fan of Wolves. I'm personally like a huge Wolves fan. Like, I don't actually support Wolves, but like in terms of non-Arsenal in the league, like that is the team that I do like to watch a lot of. So, and Leicester have been pretty good this season. Vardy's obviously terrorised us as he always does. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan, by the way. Vardy terrorised us as he always does. I think we deserved a point out of that game, but that's how football goes. I'm gonna say Wolves. Yeah, Wolves have Adama Traore, who I expected to have a big season, hasn't really been firing that much this season. Jimenez has been good. I think Jimenez will get on the score sheet. I'm gonna say a 2-1 Leicester win.
City Liverpool. Arguably the biggest game, but we haven't mentioned Villa yet. But yeah, City-Liverpool is a game which is very, very difficult to decide and predict. City are obviously finding their feet a little bit better. Got a good 1-0 win away at Sheffield United last week. Ferran Torres again on the score sheet this week in the Champions League. Doing a job filling in the boots of Aguero and Jesus, so fair play to him. And Liverpool, they're doing Liverpool things at the minute. Top of the league, 3 from 3 in the Champions League. Good win away at Atalanta. And this is really, really hard to predict. I don't know which way this is going. Liverpool 2, Manchester City 2. It's going to be a draw.
Oh, next one. This is big. Me personally, don't shoot me for this. Don't shoot me for this. I know people are going to get really angry with me saying this, but I think that Man City Liverpool right now is a bigger game. It's the biggest game in the world. I think it's bigger than the El Clasico. Personally, I personally think that it's bigger than the El Clasico right now because, just the quality of the two teams. The traded leagues. As in, City won, then Liverpool won the year, Liverpool won the Champions League, then Liverpool gone and won it. I think that both teams on their day are just absolutely unbelievable teams. Obviously, Liverpool, huge blow, Van Dijk out for the season. That's going to obviously have a lot of bearing on the game, but they'll be boosted with that Jota two performances. Jota grabbing the winner on the weekend and then a hat-trick midweek in the Champions League. I mean, he's in inspired form. I think City, again, it just seems like with Pep teams, on their day, they're just absolutely unplayable. But then also City get really unlucky with injuries. I mean, Aguero's just coming back into fitness. Laporte as well, still out, I think. I just feel like, they just never seem to have a full team together, a full squad together for a whole season, which is quite unlucky. But I go for 3-2 Liverpool away win.
Arsenal against Villa, huge. Off the back of 2 defeats we are, so I think a point at least is massive before this international break. We have to get something, and if we don't, we're in trouble. Not trouble, but 3 on the bounce, and that confidence starts to fade. So I think we need to get something here. I think we will get something here. I think also what we need to remember is that we're 4 wins from 6 games, which would have bitten anyone's hand off if they said that at the start of the year. So we've got to take that. Dean Smith being nominated for Manager of the Month, Grealish being nominated for Player of the Month. We're doing well. We're going well as a club, and I'm confident we'll get something. Arsenal, watched them against United last week. Obviously played well, got the win, but did not threaten me one bit. It's not like facing the Arsenal of old with Lundberg and Bergkamp and Omri and being real scared of going to Highbury or them coming to Villa Park. It's I'm not really scared, to be honest. I think they obviously could beat us. They're a good team, but I don't feel like they're going to run away with 3 or 4 goals against us. And I'm confident we'll nick it. I know the last time we played Arsenal, we nicked it 1-0 with a Trezeguet winner, and I have the same prediction this time. I think we're going to nick it 1-0 with a winner. I'm going to go Ollie Watkins is going to get his 5th goal of the season, and it's going to be late on. It's going to be 80-odd minute. But yeah, Arsenal 0, Villa 1. We're going to be back in the Champions League places. Come on.
We haven't really been scoring all that many goals, and Villa have been, before last week, obviously, because, I've decided to put a lot of Villa players in my fantasy team, and my fantasy team, as soon as you come in, you just forget how to play football, give me minus points, don't play well. So Conson and Martinez, obviously my boy from Arsenal, going to cost me a point. Anyway, that's besides the point. I think it's going to be quite a low scoring one, this one, because I think Arteta's shored up our defence a lot. And the fact we went to City and only conceded 1. And I know people were saying, he still lost and didn't create much. But in terms of past years, going to the Etihad, I'll take a 1-0 loss. The City are streets ahead of us in terms of a team and a squad. So, I think this one's going to be, I'm going to say a 1-1. No, you know what? I'm going to have faith in my boys. I'm going to say a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I'm hoping we can keep a clean sheet. But you know, the Arsenal DNA, even though we've been a lot more solid in defence, I just feel like it's just in the DNA to just give away a cheap goal, even though we're at home. So yeah, that's my predictions for the week. Lathan, thank you for having me on, and yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Lathan's channel.
That's all my predictions, guys. Cheers for coming on, having a little watch. Please leave a like and comment one bold prediction you have for this weekend. And as always, this video was brought to you by the Blue Collar Media Group. You can follow them at BlueCollarMG on Twitter and also bluecollarmg.com. But that's it. Cheers, guys, and up the Villa.